Now, President Trump reportedly demanded the Department of Justice pay him $230 million in compensation for all the federal investigations into him. Here's what the president had to say.
You know, I get no salary. I gave up my salary. It's a good salary. Not as much as these guys make, but that's okay. It's a lot of money. And I don't, as you know, I didn't take it in the first 4 years. I'm not taking it in these 4 years either. But as far as all of the litigation and everything that's been involved, yeah, they probably owe me a lot of money. But if I get money from our country, I'll do something nice with it, like give it to charity or give it to the White House.
Well, House Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan joins us this morning. Sir, Trump says the DOJ owes him money. If he gets it, he'll give it to charity. But should he get it in the first place?
Well, we'll see what what happens with the DOJ. What may happen if it goes to court. What I do know is no one has been harassed by the lawfare, by the weaponization of the Justice Department like President Trump. I mean, you can go all the way back to 10 years ago when they were spying on his campaign. Used the dossier, the dossier paid for by the Clinton campaign. Hired the law firm who hired Fusion GPS, who then hired a foreigner who wrote this garbage document that Jim Comey used at the FBI to take to the FISA court to get a warrant to spy on the other party's campaign, and then the special counsel, the impeachment, Jack Smith, Alvin Bragg, Fonnie Willis, on and on it goes. So you can see Jack Smith raided his home, for goodness sake. So all the harassment that he's had to deal with, you can see why there's that level of frustration, why he says that. And of course, if he's successful, he's going to do some give it to charity and do something. Maybe he'll use it to help offset the cost for the grand ballroom that's coming to the White House. I don't know, but I do know he's been harassed, and we've never seen lawfare and weaponization like we did with what the left did when they went after President Trump.
I think the ballroom is already paid for with private funds. That's what I'm hearing anyway. All right, next one. You're calling on the Justice Department to prosecute ex-CIA Director John Brennan for the Russia hoax. All right, what's the charge?
Well, you're not supposed to lie, but you're definitely not supposed to lie when you're under oath talking to Congress. And it looks like that's exactly what John Brennan did. He said he was not involved in any way with the dossier. He said the dossier was not part of the intelligence community assessment. Only problem is when ODNI Director Gabbard declassified a report from the House Intelligence Committee from a few years ago, it says exactly the opposite. In fact, it was in writing where John Brennan said the dossier warranted being in the intelligence community assessment. And maybe the best evidence was another official at the CIA actually confronted Mr. Brennan and said, hey, we can't include this dossier. There's no underlying intelligence to support this thing. It's garbage. And John Brennan responded, yeah, but doesn't it ring true? Showing that he was out to get the president. He wanted to get the president. And so this is pretty compelling, we think. And I'll be honest, I don't do many referrals. We've only done a few over my time in Congress. But this is one where I think the evidence clearly shows John Brennan wasn't square with us when he was asked about this. And frankly, it supported Congressman Gowdy several years ago asking about the dossier. We think he lied to Trey in that hearing several years ago. And of course, there's the irony that we got this information from Mr. Brennan where he was saying things that we think aren't true when we were deposing him about a different issue, the 51 former intel officials who signed that ridiculous letter back in 2020.
It was a hoax, and somebody should be held accountable for it. Jim Jordan, thanks very much for being with us, sir. Always appreciate it.
You bet, Stuart. Thank you.